to another episode of Inspiring Youth. I'm your host, Bruce Outridge, and this is the show where we showcase ambitious young people in the community and the community partners who work with them. Folks, we have a really special show for you today. If you enjoy animals, you're going to love this. We are going to be talking with the folks over at Safari Science. Now, Safari Science is an entertainment and education-based company here in the Burlington area. They offer information for schools on reptiles and animals. They do parties, they do events, and they do a lot of educational camps throughout the summer. So we're going to find out how you get involved with animals, if that's what you like to do, how you run a company like this, what gets you started. And so we've got some very interesting people we're going to talk to on the show. We're going to start it off with our friend Madeline McLean. Now, Madeline is a handler for the animals. She takes care of the animals. And we're going to find out how she got involved, why she got involved, and how you could get involved. Okay, so you mentioned you went to Thailand. Was it Thailand that you went overseas?
It was Thailand, yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned you went over there because of animals. What was the animal that you were in love with to go to Thailand?
Well, when I originally went, I was doing a bit of a more broad sort of thing, and then I ended up actually taking care of a baby moon bear. So they're black bears, Asiatic black bears, who was born premature and actually had been stepped on by his mother. So he had a few mental and physical disabilities that we had to deal with. So I ended up taking care of him full time. We were lucky that a volunteer actually came from Latvia and brought some medication that was we couldn't get it in Thailand. And this baby bear ended up, now he's over 4 years, almost 5 years old now, and he's, 500 pounds.
Wow.
But yeah, it was that baby bear that I was just with him all day, every day, and I was so in love with him. I really wanted to go back and see him. I wanted to see him grow up, and yeah, it really brought me in, and then I ended up actually doing some enclosure designs for some other bears, and we built some new bear houses for our bears that were not doing so good. So
how did you go from bears to snakes? Like, really?
You know what? Bears were never something that I was, huge. I thought they were great and everything, but it was very circumstantial. Reptiles are a bit more of my thing. I love to go out into, every weekend I'm out in the parks and, catching snakes and frogs and stuff like that. So that's just me with the reptiles, but I think the bear was a little more, just fell into place that way.
Oh, well, that's really cool. What do your parents think of all of these snakes and reptiles?
You know what? They're different. They've been lucky. I've actually had a few cool animals at our house. I've had a lemur at our house before. I've got to take care of a baby kangaroo in the house for a couple of weeks. So yeah,
a baby kangaroo.
I know, right? They've enjoyed it very much. But definitely, if I brought someone like Maddie home, I think my mom might, scream, running out of the house, and never let me take the snake in the house again. But yeah.
Well, that's great. Well, thanks very much. That's awesome.
You're welcome.
I just want to get her face.
All right, so we have Rob Ruthard here, who's the person who started Safari Science. How are we doing today, Rob?
Very good, Bruce. Thank you very much.
Good. You've got a ton of locations. Let's talk about you first of all. How did you get into all of this? Reptiles, animals, all that? Because you've been doing this for years.
Yeah, I've been doing it since about 25. I started this company, and then I really started it in kindergarten when I brought Hamster to show and tell, and I just love that feeling of showing other people animals and getting them excited and teaching them. It was just like this really cool thing, and it stuck with me my whole life. Yeah. And then one thing led to another, and now Safari Science is what it is.
Your parents need to be commended. Did you bring all these animals home?
So I had a bunch of animals. My mom totally into animals. She loves them, but I wasn't just allowed to have whatever I wanted. My mom, I had to do research projects and write papers in order to be able to have a new pet. So she knew that I knew what I was getting into.
Right. And
there was limits. Like I wanted an iguana. It was my dream lizard, and couldn't get it because it's too big. So I got a different type of lizard, but I was still happy because I love animals. So.
Oh, cool. So you started kind of showing this to class friends. That's how you started. And then when you formally wanted to start a business, how did you go about doing that?
I just kind of. Well, I was teaching private music lessons because I went to school for music. Yeah. So I was working there, and then to start the business, I would do birthday parties with the animals on weekends.
Right.
So it's kind of balancing two jobs. Sure. And then as the animal presentations got busier and busier, it was really hard because I had two very full plates, and then eventually I had to take the leap of faith and stop doing the private lessons and jump into this full time.
And you're
about tarantulas. First off, the venom of a tarantula is not deadly to humans. And different species of tarantula have different potencies of venom. So some have a stronger venom, some have a weaker venom. Hers is on the weaker spectrum of the whole gradient. If a tarantula loses its leg, it'll grow back, not slowly, all at once the next time it molts its skin. That's pretty cool. She has 2 fangs for injecting venom that you can see under here.
Oh, yeah,
But she wants to save that for eating food or emergencies to protect herself. So they make spider webs out of their backside using spinnerets.
Okay.
So you know Spiderman? He
Yeah.
shoots webs like that. It's incorrect. He should be shooting them from his butt.
They probably moved that based on the whole kids thing, right?
Kids will love it. Yeah. So all you gotta do, Bruce, to hold the spider is put your hand out. It's gonna walk right across your hand and come right back onto mine. Okay, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. There, you're doing better than I thought.
So oh, there goes the fang. No. Here comes the web.
Oh, it's going to the bathroom. Yeah. Oh,
All right, let's try that again.
all right.
That was a good one there. Until she gets me.
So I always get her to walk towards me because it's less intimidating to you.